You're like, why are you with Kippy? Guys, long story, but I'll explain everything here momentarily. Look at that sunset, huh? Look at that gorgeous sunset. I will need a couple of minutes when I open the gate. So you guys bear with me just for a couple of seconds here, please. Kippy, you're gonna fall. Kippy, you're going to fall. Kippy, you're going to fall. Little Kippy, come down, please. Kippy, move off Daddy's lap. Get over there, move. Yeah, guys, I have Kippy. I just dropped off Lex, and I have Kippy. Y'all give me a moment here, please. Let me go open this gate. You know what? Y'all just want to stare at Kippy? Trixie and Kippy, you guys keep everybody company. Nope, stay in the truck. I hope that Kippy was keeping you all company. Sorry about that. I had to get out and open the gate. So the reason that I have Kippy with me is because I just went to take Lex back to his mom, and Kippy had stayed the night last night with us. I did not go back by Plum Grove to drop Kippy off. I was in a hurry to get back over here and do my feed up. So Kippy's with me and Trixie. Trixie rides with me all the time. So Kippy and Trixie will be staying the night with Daddy here at the JL Motel. Thank you guys for joining us. We are going to go up just before dark here and get everybody fed up. Check on all the babies, see what everyone's up to. You guys say your prayers now that Gemma does not give me too hard of a time. We'll have a quick peek at our cows. It looks like most of them are all gathered up over here by the roll of hay. Don't know exactly sure what Tex is up to, but I will say I'm quite surprised he has not knocked that hay ring over yet. Let me zoom in a little bit closer to him. Tex is sitting there with Sweet Ruby having a bite of hay. That's wonderful. There's Chuck off in the distance. They're doing wonderful. Over on this side, here's Roman. Hey, bud. Hey, man. How's it going, Roman? Rita, hi, sweetie. You guys ready to eat? Well, come on up and I'll get you fed, okay? You guys come on up and we'll get you guys fed, okay? You don't have to run. Here's Gemma. God help me. God help me, y'all. Here's Gemma, and God help us all. God help us all with this girl over here. Hey, sweetie. Gemma, we do love you, but please take it easy on Daddy, okay? I just drove 4 hours. Guys, I've just driven 4 hours. I'm not exaggerating. 2 hours there and 2 hours back. And a guy with knees like mine, a 4-hour drive is not easy. I will say that we've been blessed that it has not rained all day, even though it rained cats and dogs last night. Today has been a pretty good day. We've had some sun, a little bit of cloud, some wind, but we've not had rain, which is great because it gave all of the rain from last night a chance to kind of run off. Okay, we're here. Kippy, how'd you put that window down? Guys, Kippy put her, oh Lord. Kippy put that window down herself. Kippy, stop touching the windows. Okay, Guys, let's go ahead and all get out. You guys come with me. Kippy, you know where you're going? Come on, Trixie, sweetie. There you go. This is coffee for in the morning, and I have some leftover lunch. I have the keys in my pocket. Whoo-wee. Yeah, 4 hours, guys. 4 hours being in the truck is not easy. But I'm glad to be here. You guys give me a moment. I'm going to set a few things over here. I'll come back and get that momentarily. Let's jump on the side-by-side and go get our horses fed first. And then I'll try to get as much done as I can before dark, so as I can give you a little bit better quality video. I will need this bucket over here. And what I'm trying to locate is my tripod. I do believe it's right inside that RV. And so I will go grab that momentarily before we take off, okay? Before we take off, I'll run grab that tripod. Okay. Let's run grab the tripod right quick, and I'll be able to have that where I can set it up, and you're not going to be forced to stare at the wall. Give me one moment, dude. All right, I am charging the lights. There's my tripod. So if I need my light for later, I have it charged up. Trixie going in. I'll set that there. All right, sweetie, I'm turning the lights on. So Kippy's gonna come back out with me. Trixie's gonna stay inside. That's funny. Okay, Kippy, where you at? Oh, Lord. You know, the funny thing about Kippy, remember, Kippy is not my dog. Kippy belongs to my son, Lex. And Kippy normally lives with mom and dad. But Kippy hates me. Like, Kippy does not like me at all. And what's crazy is, come on, Kippy. Come on, Kippy, let's go. Come on. Kippy hates me unless Lex is not here. If Lex is here, Kippy hates me. But if Lex is not here, then Kippy's like my best friend. Hold on 1 second. Someone's saying that it's blurry. Give me 1 second. If it's blurry, it's on your end. I just now checked my signal, and I have all of my bars. So if it is in fact blurry, that has to be something over on your end. I've only seen it from one person. So I don't think that everyone's saying the same thing. Remember, friends, that if you find yourself with a blurry signal, you have to look at the comments above and below yours. And if you're the only person saying there's no sound, or if you're the only person saying it's fuzzy or it's blurry or it's buffering, more than likely it's your signal, not mine, or it's not the creator. Now, I need Val to come out of there. You guys, if you saw my video today, Lord have mercy. That girl put me through all kinds of work. And I don't know how I'm gonna, guys, I don't know how I can keep this up for the long haul. Val is something. We're hoping that the stalls, our eventual stalls, will help us a lot. Hey, we can hope and pray, can't we? Can't we just hope and pray? Look, oh boy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour Val's over here and let Val eat with me. She needs quite a bit. All right, that's plenty for Val. We also need to make sure Roman gets plenty, so I'm going to take Roman's way down here on the other end. When we get our stalls, guys, it's going to be a whole lot easier when we get our stalls. But for now, we have to continue to work around all of these guys and girls. All right, this is going to be Roman's and Rita's. Roman, don't bite me in the back of the head. All right, this is the Roman and Rita. Roman and Rita will share. So you guys give me a moment. I'm going to try to... Roman, don't be mean. I'm going to try to stick this over the fence. Y'all give me a second here, please. Here, back up. All right, let's walk on down. Roman, don't be mean. Come on, Talis. Talis, over here. Talis sure is handsome. So, come on, Val. I'm going to let Val out if I can. Let's get something for Talis. That's more than what he needs, actually. All right, Val. Come on, Val. Val, come on. Val. No, Talis, you stay there. Val, you come with me. We're going to let Val out. Come on, love. She already knows. She already knows that she's Daddy's favorite girl. Come on, hurry. Talis, you have to stay. Oh, no. Gemma took Talis's food away. Go back and get your food back, Talis. Oh, no. Oh, no. Poor baby. Not right there, sweetie. Yours is in the bucket, not that bucket. Oh, Lord. So this here was supposed to be, don't spill that. That's his. Okay, hey, back up. Here, let's give something to Gemma. Let's give something to Gemma, okay? No, this is for Gemma. We're going to walk over here and give this to Gemma. Come on, Gemma. Gemma. Oh, Lordy. Back up, Talis. 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 I can't fit it under there. There are spots that I can slide it underneath the... Okay. All right. Come on, love. Come here. I got yours over here. Come on. Come on. I got yours over here. Look at her. Baby, don't spill it all over the place, sweetie. Why are you doing that? She spills it. She spills it all over the ground. And then she gets upset that she can't eat it off the ground very easily. I don't know why she does it. Look, she's so mad right now. I love this girl here, though. Jamie's going to fight me for her tooth and nail. She is. Jamie's going to fight me for her tooth and nail. This one here, I mean. There you go. See it? Jamie is going to fight me tooth and nail. They call it, I think they call it tooth and nail for her. And here, can I love you? I'm going to actually spray you with some fly spray, okay? Because I see some flies around your legs. Can I spray you right quick? Flies are not really bad. I'm going to watch just for a second. A lot of times you can watch their tail, watch how they're kicking. I see a couple of flies. Rita, the horses with the longer tails, there's not a whole lot of swishing going on. The cows are not swishing at all. But I just do see one fly, or maybe a couple of flies here on her lower half. I'm going to spray them right quick. Hey, sweetie, look what I got. Look. Hey, look what I have here. I'm going to spray you, okay? Is that okay? This will make it a little bit easier on her. She don't have a long tail. There we go. Okay. Is that okay? I don't want to get it in her food. I'm going to go over on this side over here, okay? Yeah, Jamie is not going to relinquish control of that one there very easily. And what can you do? What can you do? Look at Gemma. She had an entire bowl of food and she spilt it all over the ground. And now she's going to run the fence line angry, mad, and get everyone else riled up. Sweetie, Rita, don't do it, baby. Don't give in to her. You and Roman just enjoy. Rita, you just enjoy your meal, baby. You and Roman eat in peace. Just don't worry about her. Gemma, baby, leave them alone. Rita, let me walk away. Let me walk away so that no one ends up getting kicked. I don't want to see anyone get kicked. All right, that's the one that I'm mostly concerned about, and I'll tell you why. Because she has to have an arthritic supplement. If you think that I'm being mean to Gemma, I'm not. Number one, Gemma is in wonderful health. She's dirty because she makes herself dirty from the protein lick. But Val is a senior horse, friends. She's a senior horse, and she's also of the larger variety. She and Roman both have to make sure they get enough calories with their supplements. Now, we've never had Roman. No one's ever told us that Roman needs a supplement, but we assume that if Val needs one for arthritis type things, it's not going to hurt to give it to Roman either. And then the vet said that any of the horses can have it. It's not going to hurt anybody. So what that means is she has to have it. And the sad thing about her, whereas Roman will stand up and defend himself and not let anyone push him around, poor Val is like a gentle giant. She lets everyone push her around. And she is the lowest on the totem pole, the hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? She's the lowest. And that makes me feel really sad for her. So we're going to go over and check their waters right quick. And if you guys want to come with me. So we have to pull Val out. I made it my mission. Val, she gets it. Val gets it. She understands why. And we have to do it. Okay, as we're walking up on our water, I'm going to let you know right now, it's going to be chocolatey looking. It's going to look chocolatey. It's not dirty. That is molasses. It is all of that molasses protein lick that gives it that chocolatey color. I changed it out yesterday. That's why it's not as bad. There's nothing green and growing in there. There's nothing like that. It's just kind of a molassesy color, because what these horses do is walk to that protein lick and then they come over here and start drinking. All right. Hey, sweetie, I do love you, okay? Don't think that I don't love you. I gave you an entire bowl, your very own bowl, and you chose to spill it and walk away. And you all saw her do it. She did. She spilt it and she walked away. And what is she going to do? Go right back to that protein lick. Let's watch her. Can we watch you lick the protein, sweetie? Can we watch you lick it? Can we see what you're doing? This is her protein lick. And what she does is she gets it all over her pretty mouth. Look, she likes to wear lipstick. She's wearing pretty lipstick for y'all. She's wearing pretty lipstick, okay? Yeah, so don't worry about her. Kippy, this is not really a place for a little dog. Kippy hasn't learned yet. Rita, don't come over here. So I'm filling up this water. Nope. Nope. All right, Kippy's out. Kippy's out. Kippy's out of here. Rita, no, don't get me all dirty. Do not put those lips on me. You don't hear that very often, do you? When's the last time you heard a guy say, do not put them lips on me? Do not put them lips on me. Look at these two here. If you don't just already love them both, does that just not make you love them even more? To me, that just magnifies the love I already have for them. Oh my God. Baby, don't put them lips all over me. She's trying to put her lips all over me, y'all. I don't want to get protein lick all over me. That stuff is sticky, all right? It's so sticky. Look at these two. I love them. So they're grooming each other. And you can see Roman grooming her and his little tail going back and forth. He's just so very happy. Roman is so very happy with Rita. Oh my goodness, I just love them. I hope that you have a smile. I hope that you're smiling right now, friends. If you're not smiling, then you might want to check your pulse. You might not be alive, because there's just something natural. I think there's something in every one of us, no matter if you're man or woman, young or old, that when you see just beautiful moments like this, a fella, a very distinguished gentleman, a senior horse who's at the later end of his days, who's lived a very rough and a difficult existence on this earth. And here he finds himself at a place where he has the love of his life, his sweet Rita. And they're sitting here after they've had their afternoon meal together. They ate out of the same bowl. And they're sitting here grooming and loving on each other. And I think that that is the kind of thing that we all dream of. Now, whereas you and your partner probably don't sit around licking each other after dinner, I don't think you would do that. But hey, to each his own. If you and your partner sit around and lick each other, that's you and your partner. Roman, don't bust through that gate. But, hey, I got a flag, I got a spanky, and I will use it. So what I'm going to do over here with this spanky, stop it, Rita. I'm going to take this blue food bowl, since it's already empty, set it over the fence, so tomorrow morning I'll have it ready for the next feed up. Rita, don't mess with my hose over there, sweetie. I hope she didn't mess with my hose. She may pull my hose all the way out of the water trough, and she's going to muddy up the ground even more than what it already is. Don't worry, friends. I'm going to make my way towards the cows. Just a moment. Let's just check over here on Talis right quick. Make sure he's okay. Look, there's still grain here. Look at here. See, don't think they're hungry. She's not hungry. There's still food here. Not a lot, but there's a mouthful of food here. Eat this. Don't act like you're so starving, because you're not. You're just acting spoiled. You're being spoiled. Oh boy, here comes Roman. Roman's like, if you're not going to eat it, I will. I'm going to move. Roman's going to push her out of his way. Hey, where are you going? Where are you going, big guy? Uh-oh. Roman's like, you know what, Talis? You've eaten on that long enough. You've had enough time, Talis. You've had plenty of time. Back up. I don't want y'all all over me. I do not want you guys all over me. Talis, you be sweet. Okay, I'll let Roman finish that bowl up over there. I'm going to go check my waters before it gets any darker. Hey, sweetie. Hey, baby. I love you so much. You know that? You are such a special girl to me. So special. Such a special girl, okay? All right, we got to get ready to get Val back in here before it gets dark. Let me go check my water. And then after we're done in this pasture, we'll get Val back in. I'll check all my gates, make sure everything is locked up and secure for the night. And then we'll make our way over to see our Longhorn. How about that? I want to thank you guys for watching. I know that both of my videos today were pretty lengthy. And the Longhorn games, I know that not many people watched it, but I'll tell you what, it was a really neat video. And I'm so proud of my son, Lex, to get his first win in our Longhorn games. His mom asked me how he did, which lets me know that Lex goes home talking about it. And then I'll say one last thing about the Longhorn games. That's what we do on Sundays, is that Lex said, "Dad, do you get me again this upcoming weekend?" I'm like, "I don't think so." I'm like, "Why?" And you want to know what? Because he's so excited about the next time he comes over and our next set of Longhorn games. So it may not be a big deal to you all watching our family have game day, but it means a whole lot to my son. It means so much to him. And for that, it makes me feel happy to know that he's excited about something. It's hard to find, it's hard to get a 13-year-old excited about too much. You guys know what I'm saying is true. And when you can find a way to get a 13-year-old to actually want to come over and want to spend time with you, I tell you what, that's a good feeling. That's a real good feeling. And luckily for me, the Longhorn games has done that. Kippy, I'm not running you out of here. I'm just gonna grab my tripod. I may need it here. I may need this tripod coming up here. This is gonna be difficult, but I do have an idea. I'll just ask you all not to judge what I'm wearing, because I don't always dress for videos. I rarely dress for videos anymore. I've just found it's easier to do what I do, how I do it. Here we go. You're gonna back up. You're gonna back up, back up, back up, back up. Roman, back up. I got a spanky stick here. You everyone back up. Back, 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 back. Okay, the only thing I did not do right there is, look at Val getting her water now. She's good. The only thing I did not do is take off her halter, but I'm gonna leave it. I do think that horse people will say that if she ends up rolling, there's a possibility she might could end up getting one of her legs stuck up in her halter. But I'm just gonna let you guys know that in my situation, number one, I don't think she's gonna roll around. It's fitting tight enough to where she's not gonna get a leg stuck in there. And then number two, it's gonna make it a whole lot easier for me to get her out and put her back in tomorrow. Once we get our stalls, a whole lot of things will change. All right, everyone who was sweet gets a muffin. Everyone who was sweet can have a muffin, because some of y'all deserve muffins, like you. You deserve a muffin. Sweetie, you deserve a muffin. Y'all both deserve muffins, and I love y'all. Oh my gosh, come here. You do not deserve a muffin. You do know that, right? Well, you don't. Talis, you get half a muffin. Here, Talis. Talis. Roman, don't hog the muffins. Roman, do not do that. Oh my gosh. Val. Talis, you guys deserve muffins. You've already had two. Rita. fine. Just take all the muffins. Just take them all. All right, now I'm out of muffins. All right, now I'm out of muffins. Let me grab my bucket over here. Gosh darn it, I couldn't even give Val and Talis a muffin, and they deserve one. Gemma got a muffin, and these two didn't even get one. I'm so sorry, you two. So very sorry. All right. I love you, baby. I love all y'all. I do. I love you all. Some of you guys are easier to love than others. I'll tell you what, though. I've joked around with you guys a lot. And you've taken what I say to you in joke and gone, well, I say gone, you tried to go low-key to Jamie's, telling her about my complaints about Gemma. But guys, Gemma is not going anywhere. Gemma is not going anywhere. Come on, Kippy. Kippy. Come on, Kippy. Come on up. Come on up, Kippers. Come on. Up, 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 up. All right. Kippy's up. All right. Let's just go do a quick swing by the front right quick and check my waters over here. Okay. So as far as the Longhorns go, the Longhorn that are up in the front pasture, Chuck is walking over. I'm trying to help them avoid the muddy spot over here. Here's Ruby. And like I said, Ruby doesn't have to be up here. Ruby wants to be up here. You guys have to understand that. Ruby Sue does not have to be up here. She wants to be up here. Hey, Chucky Poo. Hey, Chuckmeister. Hey, Chuckalicious. Chuckamania. Chucky Boy. Yo, Chuckaholic. Chuck, I want to offer one to Ruby Sue, okay? Here, Ruby, hurry. Good girl. Waylon, do you want one or not? Waylon, if you want a muffin, you might want to put it in second gear. I can't hold Chuck off forever. I'm glad that Chuck lets Ruby share. Now, when Waylon gets here, Waylon's going to run Chuck off. Waylon's not going to share with Chuck. Not voluntarily. Here we go. This is going to be cute. I think it's cute. Waylon has higher status than what Chuck does. Here comes Waylon for his muffins. Hey, bud. You like those? Look at Ruby. She loves to be here in the mix. Ruby wants to be right here in this mix. Oh, look at my good boys. Okay. All right, that's all you get. That's all you boys get. Ruby, y'all be sweet, okay? Now they're gonna play fight. They've gotten their muffins. Now they're gonna play fight. And if I don't get out of here pretty soon, I'm gonna end up losing me a gate. So you've had your muffin. Stop making that face. I'm gonna go by and check your water and check the cows out back, okay? You guys get back to the action. Come on, Kippy. All right, they're gonna play fight over here. Like I said, Ruby does not have to be here, friends. She wants to be here. And I'm not going to make her go out back if she enjoys spending time with the cows up front. All right, so we're checking my water right quick. This water trough is full and clean. This water trough over here is 90% full and clean. All right, so we are good on the horses and the Longhorn in the bullpen up front. All right, so all of those have been checked off. We have one more set we're gonna check on. And at that point, I'll make my way inside if you choose to come with me. You don't have to, but if you're here for the animals, I'll get that part out of the way, and then I'll invite you guys inside. Put it away, Roman, put it away. Roman's just reminding all of us that he's still a man. He's still a man. Kippy, you better just hold on. Kippy just gonna hold on right there. Now, all of my lights are inside being charged up. So all I have are the lights on the side-by-side, and I have a red flashlight in my pocket. I did carry the red one home with me and charged it up overnight. So we're not gonna be out here too long, but I am gonna close the gate just in case cows come a-running. And I told you this morning how it bothered me that yesterday during the rain, I don't know why, but a lot of these cows here chose to stay out in the rain and not go inside their barn. And I felt kind of sad that they were unsure of what to do because there was no bull to direct them. All right, we have 90% of water in both of our troughs. We are not hurting for water at all. I didn't think that we would be because of the fact that, yeah, Kippy, stay on there. Kippy, stay on there. Rita, Patsy, and Loretta. Here, leave Kippy alone. Here. Patsy, leave Kippy alone. All right, well, Patsy, here, sweetie. Patsy, eat the muffin. Loretta, you already had 3. Patsy, Loretta, that's 4. Okay, well, that ain't gonna work. Kippy, get back on here. Here, Patsy, here. There you go. There's 2 muffins right there, hurry. Come on, Kippy. Well, back up. Hurry up, Patsy. Patsy, hurry up. Patsy, we gotta go. Patsy, fine. Here, Loretta. Loretta ended up getting herself 5 muffins, friends. 5 muffins for Loretta. Can you believe that? Let's just circle around and make sure all of our cows are present and accounted for. I'll drive right up alongside most of them. So here is Reba and Dolly. Reba and Dolly. We already saw Patsy and Loretta, their daughters. All right. Over here we have Pearl. And with Pearl, we have her daughter, Amber Rose. Amber Rose is right behind the pine tree over here. All right, up here inside my little small pasture is Jenny Lane. There's Trinity. Hi, Danny. There's Danny over in the corner. Over here is Santiana. There's Jezebel and Serenity. Friends, can you all, and then without me saying it, I know who you're looking for, but don't worry. She's right there in the corner. Kind of hard to see there, but she's under the night light. Our Calamity Jane. So all of our Longhorn ladies are present and accounted for. Look out, girls. Daddy got to drive through here. Daddy's driving through. Daddy's gonna drive through, okay? I love you, girls. All right, so all of our cows are looking wonderful. Baby, you don't gotta do all that dancing. She and her mom are just alike. They just love to dance. And that's cute. All right, we're gonna circle around here. You guys hold on. I'm trying to go far enough down the hill and then circle back up where Loretta will stop following me. All right, she's pulled off. All right, let's get on out of here. Uh-oh, Loretta's back. Loretta has come back. Loretta, don't come over here. We're leaving. Back up, Loretta. Move, Kippers. Loretta, you can't come out. Loretta, you're not coming out. No, go back. I love you, but you cannot be out. Here, take these muffins and run. I cannot believe you're gonna end up having 7 muffins. Who gets 7 muffins? All right, you gotta go now. Go on. You're gonna be just like your mama, Fat Dolly. Guys, I love Dolly, but that is a, Dolly, her mom is a thick girl. Dolly is her mom, and Dolly is a thick girl. All right, we love you, okay? But I can't be giving you 7 muffins. That's more than Roman gets. And you don't need more muffins than Roman. No, she doesn't. Scoot over, Kippers. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, I feel super blessed that I was able to get all the animals fed up, both this morning and again tonight, without having to do it in the rain. That makes a big difference. That makes a huge deal. Now, you guys know that we're not feeding our Longhorns. Not right now. We have grain buggies, but they're not full. And I don't think that we really need the grain. I've been watching their bellies. I know a lot of you guys have been watching them with me, keeping an eye on who's looking, how they're all looking in the middles. And I do believe for the most part, all of the cows are looking amazing. I think that most of you all would agree with me. The cows are looking really, really good. Come on, Kippy. Let's take Kippy inside. Guys, I do have a stack of things I brought over. There is no way in the world that I'll be able to open all of these things tonight. I would not do that to you guys. I will not put you through all of that. But if you have a couple of minutes, I don't mind opening a couple of packages, if you're okay with this. Now, once again, if you have to go and you don't have time, or you're the kind of person who does not like the whole gift and goodie thing, I completely get it. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me while we did our afternoon chores. I'm blessed to have been able to beat the clock and get here just before dark. So if this is goodbye for you guys, and I completely get it, thank y'all for watching. We love you so much, and we're blessed to have you. And I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. But if you want to stick around, and that's completely fine, I'll go ahead and grab a couple of packages, and we'll just go inside the RV and open a few things. I'll just grab these 3 right here. All right, I'm just going to grab 3 off the top, and we're going to walk inside the RV and open these. I'm going inside because I have light. I'm out of light out here. Hey, Trixie, you find a place to sit, sweetie? You guys give me a moment to make me a little bit of space here, will you? And I'm gonna, I will say that I'm not the cleanest guy. I'm not the cleanest guy. I know that probably shocks you. I know that probably shocks a lot of people that I'm not the cleanest guy. But I'm not. Not the cleanest guy. There's that. And here's these. Let me close this door. Scoot over, baby. Stop walking around me. Come back inside here. Kippy, come back inside here. You don't know what you're doing. Here, I'll give you a snack. Kippy and Trixie, come here for a snack. Here. Kippy. Trixie, here. Kippy. Kippy, I got a snack. Come on. Come on, Kippies. Kippy. Come on, Kippy. There you go. Come on in, Kippy. Come on. Kippy's acting very skittish. Kippy's acting a little bit skittish for some reason. Kippy. Oh, Lord. Trixie just ate both snacks. All right, Kippy, you're on your own. Kippy's not really on her own or his own. I'm just saying that to scare him. I'm just going to say that to scare him. When he finds himself alone, he's like, oh, I'm on my own. Oh, no, I'm on my own. I better go in there with Daddy. All right. Whew. I'll tell you what. Shut off the water. I shut off the water. See, that's what happens a lot of times is people get so busy typing and reading comments. This is true. I'm not mad, y'all. I think it's wonderful. But people get so busy reading comments and typing that they don't watch the video. That is, I'm trying to get me a little bit of additional light here. That's what I've discovered, is that whenever you have the option to comment, there are so many people who watch the comments and they're typing and they're reading comments. They might can hear the video, but they're not actually watching it. And what happens is they end up missing a lot of things. So, all right, this is to Lester Morrow, aka Longhorn Lester's, and it's from Miss Diane Elmore. I'm just going to ignore some of these comments right now. Oh boy. All right, Miss Diane Elmore. Let's see what Miss Diane sends to Lester, aka Longhorn Lester. Oh yay, there's a note. I love when there's a note. I love when there's a note. Hey Lester, a gift for you. If you have never tried them, that's okay. I saw a video of Eugene and his gift to himself. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. And she goes, Lord, 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 Lord. She goes, I laughed, especially when you put Gina's wig on backwards. I enjoy your videos very much. I'm sorry about Cornholio. A friend, Diane. And then she puts, see the back. So she writes a letter and she goes, see the back. This is what happens when you have very, very arthritic, a very arthritic thumb. This is what happens when you have a very, very arthritic thumb. And then she sends me some Dr. Pepper Peeps. You guys have seen these before. They're those little marshmallowy Easter candies, and these are the ones that have the Dr. Pepper taste to them. Peeps. Diane, I think that you're just a wonderful and sweet person. Thank you so very much. Thank you for your condolences for Cornholio. That came as quite the shock to a lot of us. We knew Cornholio was getting up in age, but you know, sometimes animals don't show it. Sometimes they do. And I always thought to myself, is it easier to know you're going to lose one and not be able to stop it? Or is it easier just to the shock and awe and then try to find a way to get past it? And so I'll ask you all that question. And this could be with an animal or with a loved one, guys. If you've ever loved and lost, and I'm asking you in all sincerity here, in all sincerity, I'm asking you a question. Now I know it's hard both ways. I know it has to be hard both ways. But do you think it's easier to know you're going to lose somebody so you can kind of internalize and make peace with it? Or is it easier just to the shock and awe, I can't really think of a better way to put it, of just the realization that one day they're there and the next day they're gone? So a lot of folks say it's easier to know so as you can prepare. But there's just as many who I think are saying, well, there's a lot of saying it depends on the situation. I agree with the lady who goes, it's neither. Neither is never easy. But I think that most people say it's easier not to know. I don't know, friends. I tell you, I've said this so many times before. The only people who I've lost, who I've been close to as far as family members, were my grandparents. Now, Peepat went suddenly. One day she's there, and then the next day she's not. Whereas my pops, her husband, went very slowly with dementia. It was a 5-year slow decline to where it got worse and worse and worse. And then with my grandparents on my dad's side, my grandfather was what they would say healthy as an ox. I mean, he was, what, 80 something years old, and we didn't think he had a problem. We thought, look at this man getting around and doing all that he does. And he ended up getting a bump on the face that would not heal. And so when my dad took him in to have him looked at, they discovered that he had cancer just all over his body, y'all. It had gone, it was all over him. And there was nothing you could do. So he ended up going really fast. What's crazy is this. For a man, now he may have felt pain. He may have felt hurt. He may have felt the effects of the cancer all over him, but he never complained about it. He got up and did his farm jobs every single day. He never skipped a beat. He never seemed sick. And then the day that he discovered that he had cancer all over him, guys, I don't know the exact timeline of events, but I bet you it was within the next couple of months that he was gone. And then my grandmother, his wife, come to find out that she also had cancer, and she chose not to fight it. She chose not to do any of the things that people do when they have cancer. I don't know, radiation, chemotherapy. She chose not to. She just chose to work with the nurse and help control the pain. And so she also went pretty fast. So, but I would say with at least my grandparents on my dad's side, we had a chance to internalize that they're not going to be around much longer. And we had a chance to sit, talk, love, hug, say our goodbyes, listen to them as they told us their wishes and their dreams and their desires for what they would like to see us to do with our lives. And that was something special. And so I would have to say that as hard as it was to see them, it was, I would say I'm blessed to have been able to have conversations towards the end, conversations of them saying their goodbyes, if you will, compared to one day Peepat's right there doing what Peepat does, and the next day she's dead. There was no goodbye. There was no final hug. There was no conversations. And I think that if you ask my mom, her daughter, Peepat's daughter, I bet my mom would say that my dad was blessed in the fact that he was able to say goodbye to his parents. And I bet you that even, and I'm not reading the comments, guys. I don't have glasses. I'm talking, not really reading. But I bet for those of you who have lost a partner or a child or a parent, someone that you're close to, I bet you really do appreciate and you feel blessed that you were able to say your goodbyes. Even though it may have hurt every time that you talked to them, it probably did hurt tremendously. But at least you had a chance to say your final goodbyes. There's a few folks who agree. Now, guys, I remind you, and I don't mean to sound crude or to sound insensitive, but remember that when what we love about the channel is the fact that we do, in fact, talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. But there's absolutely no one who's holding you hostage here. You're welcome to come and go as you choose. So it may not be a topic that you feel comfy talking about, and in that case I don't mind. If you're more than welcome to go switch and find something else that's more jovial and jolly. But it was a real conversation, So anyway, it's interesting to get your thoughts on all of that. And then I'm also able to read a lot of your stories. So many of you guys are taking this opportunity to talk to me and to each other about your experiences. I mean, guys, it's not hard. Look at the comments that are flying by right now. Take a moment to stop and just read people's stories. Listen to what they're saying. And it gives us a chance to bond with each other even more so than what we already are. We always say it may have been the animals that brought us all together, but we learned that a lot of the bonds transcend the animals into so much deeper content in the fact of, well, today we're talking about loving and losing. So thank you for sharing your stories with me and with the other folks who are choosing to watch the videos. I really appreciate that, and it means a lot that you would entrust us with a little piece of your story. And in this case, a little bit of your hurt and your pain and some of the things that you've had to endure and overcome in this thing called life. Whew. So I'm actually seeing that from what I can see, it's back and forth. And I'm so very sorry, friends, for those of you who have lost. So I like to think that the page offers a little bit of an escape sometimes from the realities of all the horrible things that we have to live with in life. So I don't mean to bring the page to a place that gives you more pain and misery. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Thank you guys for your comments and for sharing your information, your story with all of us. Okay, so I call this a parcel. This next parcel comes to Longhorn Lester's, and it comes from Xana. I believe that says Xana, and she's in Texas. Oh, by the way, thank you, Miss Diane. Diane, I bet you want to watch me eat one of these, don't you? These are so sticky and so hard to eat, y'all. When I was little, I loved this. As I've gotten older, not so much. They are so very hard to eat. I hate to do this, being that I have little chicks at home, but whatever. And then this fly. Absolutely Dr. Pepper flavored. Oh, the sugar, I know. It's like melting in my mouth. Diana. Thank you, sweet lady. Sorry to talk with my mouth full. And I'm glad that you enjoyed that thing with Gina. Guys, I'm going to show you something that I am a little bit nervous about, okay? I'm going to take you with me and show you something that I'm a little bit nervous about. Let me take my other light if it's charged up. I'm not going to open it tonight. Oh, yes. You guys come with me for a moment. Let me turn you guys around. Ah! Don't look at that. That'll give you a seizure. Kippy, you're going to have to go inside. Guys, look at this. The reason that this package here has gotten my attention is for a couple of reasons. I don't know if you can read. I know it's going to be blurry. It comes to Regina Lynn from Regina Lynn. You heard me right. It comes to Regina Lynn from Regina Lynn. Yes, it also comes from China. And I hate to show you this. Look at it. Can you guys read what I'm looking at over here? Oh my God. I don't want to look. I don't want to look, even though I do want to look. I want to look, but I don't want to look. Here's what the way I feel about it, the way that I'm feeling about it right now is that I feel like our poor Eugene has not even been gone. Our poor Eugene is over there possessed and probably haunting, doing whatever he's doing. And all of a sudden, 2 days later, we get a package that shows up that says to Regina Lynn from Regina Lynn. Now, if you guys don't know who Regina Lynn is, that is the mannequin that Eugene gifted to himself. And all of a sudden, who feels horrible for poor Eugene? I do. I feel horrible for that guy. Look at someone said, "Oh Lord, la la la, Lord, Lord." No. Let's go ahead and I'm not going to open that tonight. I already had you guys for an hour, okay? I've had you for an hour. I will not open that tonight, but I will open it soon. Kippy's right here. Let me close the door right quick to keep Kippy inside. This, I think, might be Kippy's first time to the RV. I don't remember if Lex brought Kippy here last time or not. So Kippy's probably nervous. And I will not open that gift tonight. I will not. I will not. I will not. Because that requires its very own, live. But I will open it soon, I promise. I'm opening something right now from Miss Brooks. She's in Roxdale, Texas. It comes to Longhorn, Leicester. And what I'm pulling out of this bag looks to be a cooking apron. Now, I'm just going to speculate and guess. There's a note. Here's a note. I have not looked at it yet. How many of you guys want to guess that this is not even for me? How many of y'all want to guess that this here is probably not even for me? Now, it might be. It looks like Rita. But a lot of times, and I am red because I am a little bit hot. I have not turned the air on. It's 82 degrees in here right now. And I have not turned on the air because I don't want all the noise to mess up our live. So just allow me to be a little bit red. Sometimes people send things to Jamie, but they address them to me because we know that Jamie gets a little bit uncomfortable opening gifts. Okay, she doesn't like to open gifts on videos, and that's fine. It's backwards, I know, but it's okay. I think you can all read the first line, or you can at least see the name. Jamie, I saw this and knew it was meant for you. Now, I just want to remind you of something. That is my name on the parcel right there. So, sweet, what was her name again? Xana, Miss Brooks, I give you my word, I will pass this on to Jamie. But it's going to cost you a little bit. It's going to cost you the fact that we're all going to have a nice laugh over the fact that you put my name on it and I opened it, even though it's not for me. Do y'all think that that's rude? Is that rude, or is that, would you consider that to be kosher and okay to put my name on it just because? Listen, hold on, hear me out. Hold on. Why does it have my name on it if we all know that it is not for me? This is very obvious. It is not for me. There's only one reason why they put my name on it. Because they want to see their gift opened on a video. You get that, right? There are people who send stuff anonymously. They don't need to hear their name. They don't need to see it. There's others who send stuff and they demand that everyone knows who it came from. So all I'm saying is I'm not trying to knock anybody. And like I said to Miss Xana, I know that it might be at your expense, but we're just talking here. We're just talking. This was a gift that is obviously for Jamie, has Jamie's name all over it, but it came to me because Miss Brooks wanted to make sure that she saw her gift opened in a video, because we all know that Jamie does not like to open gifts on videos. Jamie opens every gift that you send her. But, so, just saying, y'all, I'm just saying, don't think that that's not something that some people have. All right, last thing I'm going to open. Oh, Lord. Maybe I should not open this right now, because look what it says. It says, to Eugene's girl. This is to Eugene's girl, which we all know Eugene's girl is Gina. So maybe I should go ahead and save this one over here for another night when I have Eugene's girl here with me. And here's what I will do. What I can do is simply maybe tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is Jamie's Timeout Tuesday, so I will not be able to go live until after her live is over. It'll be dark, so we will not be able to be outside. So here's what we'll do. Tomorrow night, I give you my word. Let's just go ahead and shoot for 8:30 my time. I will bring Gina over here. I will have Gina right here with me. And with Gina here, we'll open up this gift for her. And then we'll also open up that other large package out there from China. The one that says there's a male model inside. Okay? So that will all be after Jamie's Timeout Tuesday tomorrow. Guys, I want to say thank you for allowing me a little bit of your time. You guys are so good to me. Thank you for being so kind to Lex. My son, my 13-year-old son, was glued. He was glued to the video today. And it was beautiful that when I dropped him off to his mom, he couldn't wait to watch the video with his mom to see his victory, him able to beat Jamie and beat L.E. and even beat me, because he beat me. And I'll tell you what, the blessings that you've given to me go well beyond me. They extend to my family. And to be able to watch Lex be so excited about your comments and the beautiful things that you were saying to him and about him, just positive words of encouragement. And I could see his self-esteem, just his ego. He's played the Longhorn games with us. This was our 3rd episode. And don't forget, we don't always call them the Longhorn games, but we compete in games every time he and Connor and Ellie come over. But to him to get a victory and to get a win, it meant the world to him. But I'll tell you what joy he had yesterday after winning and being declared the champion of episode 3 of the Longhorn games was nothing compared to the joy he got from watching his video today and reading your beautiful comments that you guys gave to him. So thank you so much for doing that. It means so much to me to see my sons happy. And I'm just very blessed. Lex is more, he's not quite, well, he doesn't do a whole lot with social media the way my other son does. So Lex is not seen as much as LE. But thank y'all. Just thank you so much for watching his little video and for being so sweet to him. He's on top of the world right now. And that made me feel very special for him. All right. Well, listen, we love you so much. We're so very blessed to have you. And we'll be back tomorrow morning, 7:15, for coffee, the coffee club, and for our roll call. That'll be on the I'm a Survivor channel. And then, of course, we'll come back a couple of times throughout the day with short videos. And then, of course, I'll see you all tomorrow night as we open up that other male model. That will be 8:30 Central Time. That'll give Jamie time to wrap up what she's doing, and give me time to get all my chores done. So it'll be 8:30 Central Time here. We'll have Gina with me. Lord, that's going to be a fun one, okay? Hey, if you've watched this much into the video, if you don't mind hitting that like button as you leave, it certainly does a whole lot for us. It doesn't give us more money. Don't think that by hitting like it makes a penny. Hitting like does not earn us not a penny. But what it does do is keeps us relevant in what they call the algorithm. It's complicated. It's complicated. But if not, we become just a tiny dot in the whole scheme of things. But by you guys clicking that like button can do a whole lot to help make us a little bit more significant when it comes to what YouTube recommends. And that keeps us able to keep the page going. All right. We love you, and we're so blessed to have you. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good night.